Hi everyone. Well, my name is Maribelle, and I am going to read you a poem that I copyrighted in my book about a year ago, and I just was reading it because I saw one of the phrases from it in a Facebook post related to the Black Lives Matter movement, and it made me want to read this again, and it's crazy how a year ago this still fits, and I really hope that next year this is at least a little closer to that idea of everyone feeling safe and worthy and valuable and being treated equally as humans, because we all bleed red and we're all brothers and sisters of the light. And I believe that we have light in us, all of us, and we need to just let that shine and not try to suppress other people's light anymore, and not put people in fear, and not take resources away. That's all I'm going to say on it because it's not my place, but I'm going to read you this because it's pretty long, and I appreciate you spending the time to listen to it. If you'd rather read it because my voice is a little scratchy from protesting, I would love to send you one. Yeah. It's called Two Choices. Evolve or repeat. Do something new or take a back seat. Which do you see for the humanity surrounding? Which of those will you choose to be? What are your predictions for humanity? What is to come? Can you see clearly? Do you notice how your assumptions manifest into reality? Projections disguised as correct judgments of reflections of you. Just maps to the healing path, it's true. Ironically, we often choose to run rather than learn from them. Do you have your compass set to your own directions? It's sort of comical. The ones who bother you are often the best teachers. You have to learn to laugh at the good and bad. Really, it's just contrast, balance. Look deeper than the surface, get vulnerable for a second. Imagine yourself in someone else's position. Get a more full perspective. What do you see happening? Can you change your train of thought to be more open for yourself and for those around? How can you learn to ground? How can you raise the vibration? Vibrational restoration. Fix your demonstrations. Become a role model now. Not tomorrow or after the holidays. Be a model of healthy living just because you can today. Be nice and compassionate for fun, with no reward expected to come. Don't do it for the karma. That's a contradiction. These days, we seem to need a screen in hand to function. The mark of the devil, injunction. This is our junction. Revelations in action. Your choice, a fork in the road. Will you choose to use your voice? Stand up for what is right. Are you too afraid to fight the system we've already fallen into? We may not have the power, but we have the numbers to create change. Rearrange our process. We have many options. Keep developing PCs and 5G, destroying dopamine, or learn and remember that it was better before. Once upon a time, humanity had it together, but greed said we needed more. Set the hopes so high, no one can seem to find contentment. Resentment for the control government holds. Compassionate way of logical healing is to send instead love. We cannot simultaneously judge and also love. Patriarchy erased the remedies for dis-ease in our bodies, disorder similarly. Records hidden or simply burned with the ones who created them. The working ones still exist but need reinvention. We were using venoms, now we are using synthetic prescriptions. Antibiotics said to heal are killing our body's immunity for real. 3-month rebuild, destroying intestinal tracts, gut health killed. Our second brains, stuffed with processed gunk. Don't you find it funny? We all seem to come down with the same things. Scary facts. Take a look into our statistics. It's enough to make me curious. Candida, cancer, and parasites became rampant, causing adults to assume children are autistic, medication given before they even try to change nutrition, often not looking at the nervous systems. Screen time not limited, instead thrown right in front of it, easier for the parents. Responsibility apparent, yet ignored. Exploring the crunchy ways can have healing in store, remembering lost and stored healing methods, acupuncture and Reiki, time in nature maybe. Gluten is becoming more poisonous, not a real seed left in the fields, covered in the pesticides, things no paid-for label can hide. Organic can't be real if the water systems are connected. No seals. Doctors providing recommendations for diet changes, then these things become twice as costly. Tricky, isn't it? No such thing as coincidence, what has been lost in our world. We are getting close to no clean water, swirls so much fluoride inside, we are calcifying pineal glands, more susceptible to persuasion and less intuition, less likely to argue. Chlorine once was something you only ingested by accident. Inside pools, having fun as children, so innocent. When did we begin putting our wallets before well-being? Can we shut the impulse-compulsive spending off? Can we teach our children how to use their imaginations? Dance and sing for anxiety and depression alleviation. Meditation in schools rather than giving ignored rules. Detention replaced with community service. Can we remember how to awaken our inner children? Keep the new children awoken. No one is learning true communication or empathic relations. Everyone is walking around like their eyes are glued to a screen. Depression spreading like wildfire, anxiety attacks mistaken for heart attacks. Can we begin to inspire? Nervous system malfunctions, malpractice of doctors for not teaching nutrition, preventative care versus crisis intervention. We often forget that we are more than bones and skin. We cannot forget the energy and spirit within. Comparison is the thief of joy. Effectively depressing. Why not make this life functional for all? Not just the ones able to stay employed. Heaven on earth is calling. Find the beauty in it all falling. The suffering may be necessary. For a moment, fall to rise tall. Break down to grow strong. The shadow work is coming whether you like it or not. Don't attempt to avoid it. No calling would ask you to ignore the truth. Life experience will show you. The news isn't the truth. You can't learn a thing from reading stories. These initiations, challenges are evolving us for a purpose, raising us up for our shot, moving the eons of blocks we've developed. Too long we have left it alone. The time has come to make the choice to create a chain reaction of love overcoming hate. Transform or rot. Please, I beg you not to choose the easy road. Have no say in the future coming. Just stop voting because you can't decide who's less evil. Ballots happening so fast we don't even see them real. Retreat into your homes instead of healing in communities. Hauling around all your past memories, rejecting help from others. For fear of people seeing you suffering. Repeat the trauma caused by living a life full of hunger and greed. We need support. Love your neighbors as you love thyself. Love is the answer. Can't be put back on the shelf for later. Later isn't happening. Now is our superpower. Make your move in each moment. You choose. You're choosing to be conscious, or living in ignorance and make-believe bliss. Be the energy you wish for the world to see. Become love. Love is the key. Compassionate actions, living the prayers you speak, putting into practice what you preach. Don't leave it up to the creator you seek. Create the change you wish to see. You are you, but you are also we. This we-niverse is healthier than your universe. This world isn't here for you, a version of reason, a verse of reason, a voice of a seasoned spirit. Can come from anyone, any age. Don't doubt someone based off appearance. No security clearance needed to give someone a chance and listen. It's clear that we're working on it. Communication has been corrupted. Up to you how to learn from this season of life. The choice is still waiting. Will you regain your voice? What will you decide? To evolve or to lie complacent? Lying to yourself by saying it's got nothing to do with me? I can't make a difference. Can you join in our movement? Forget all the pain and spread love freely. Peace on earth doesn't need to be just the hopes and dreams of a beauty queen. Stuck behind the TV screen, remembering the importance of community. Coming together to solve humanity. It's pretty rough. I haven't read that out loud, and I didn't realize it's like 12 minutes. So thank you for spending the time to listen, and thank you for letting me have this space. And I love you all, and I hope that you are taking care of yourselves in this time. I know it's difficult to know how to balance. But balance is key in love, and loving yourself among all other beings on this planet. The answer. And I know that sounds ridiculous, but I believe, and I believe in all of you, and I believe we can evolve as humanity, and I have hope. And all those people in Milwaukee right now, you are giving me more hope every day. So please, keep walking, I'll keep joining you, please keep leading, and to everyone following, you have a leader within you too. And all over the world, you all have leaders within you. And it's time now that you stop doubting yourself and you speak up. And if you see something, you do something. You don't just videotape it anymore. We have to act now. And be there and listen and learn on our own, because it's not up to the Black community to educate everyone. It's a lot of pressure. They're already going through an entire movement. Alright, I've said enough. I'm sorry. I get carried away about this. I love you guys. I hope you have a good night. Thank you for listening.